Hey everyone, so I know what you're thinking. Wait, didn't 5G just get here? And yeah, you're not wrong. But in the world of tech, things move fast. I mean, really fast. The conversation is already jumping way ahead. So today, we're going to look past 5G and peek into the next frontier, the sixth generation, 6G. All right, let's just dive right in. To really get what 6G is all about, we got to start by picturing the kind of world it's supposed to build. And honestly, some of this stuff sounds like it was pulled straight out of a sci-fi movie. No exaggeration. Okay, first up, picture this. You're in a video conference. But it's not a video conference. It's fully interactive. It's 3D. We're not talking about a flat screen here. We're talking about a super high-quality hologram of a person right there in the room with you in real time. That's holographic telepresence. And yeah, it needs data speeds and reaction times that are just not possible with today's tech. Now let's kick it up a notch. This isn't just about what you can see and hear. 6G is being designed to actually transmit the sense of touch. Yeah, you heard that right. They call it the tactile internet, and the possibilities are, well, they're staggering. Just think about a surgeon doing a super complex operation from thousands of miles away, but they can actually feel the tissue they're working on, just as if they were standing right there. It's wild. And then you've got the whole dream of full autonomy. We're talking about huge fleets of self-driving cars, delivery drones buzzing around, robots in factories, all of them talking to each other and everything around them instantly and flawlessly. That kind of coordination, it needs a network that's not just fast, but crazy reliable and responsive. And maybe the most out there, futuristic idea of them all is something called the Internet of Bio-Nano Things. The whole concept is about connecting these tiny, microscopic sensors inside our own bodies and all over the environment to the network. This could totally change the game for personalized healthcare and build a world around us that's truly smart and responsive. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, hey, 5G is still rolling out. Why are we even talking about 6G already? And that's a fair question. The short answer is, all that incredible stuff we just talked about, it demands a massive leap in performance, a leap that our current networks just can't make. And this chart, wow, it really puts the scale of this upgrade into perspective. Just look at the jump from 5G to 6G. The peak data rate goes from gigabits per second to a whole terabit per second. And the latency, the delay, it drops from milliseconds down to microseconds. This isn't just a little improvement. It's a totally different ballgame, a complete paradigm shift. Let's just zero in on that data rate for a sec. 1 terabyte per second. I mean, what does that even mean? Well, to put it in perspective, that's somewhere between 50 and 100 times faster than the absolute fastest 5G can go. It's like the difference between downloading one HD movie in a few seconds versus downloading dozens and dozens of them in that same amount of time. It's just a mind-boggling amount of speed. And this number, this shows that crazy leap in responsiveness. We're talking about going from milliseconds of delay in 5G to just microseconds in 6G. That's practically instantaneous. And that near-zero lag is the secret sauce, right? It's what makes things like remote surgery and massive city-wide fleets of autonomous cars even possible in the first place. So the big question is, how? How is this huge leap in performance even possible? Well, it's going to take some fundamentally new technologies, and we're going to look at two of the most important ones right now. Okay, the first key piece of the puzzle is unlocking a totally new part of the radio spectrum. It's called terahertz, or THz for short. Here's an analogy. Think of the airwaves that 4G and 5G use as a really crowded, multi-lane highway during rush hour. Well, the terahertz spectrum is like suddenly opening up a brand new continent-sized superhighway with practically no cars on it. It just lets a colossal amount of data flow through. But of course, there's a catch. This new superhighway has a trade-off. While that terahertz spectrum gives you all that incredible bandwidth, the signals themselves have a much shorter range. And they really struggle to get through solid things like walls. This is one of the biggest engineering puzzles that researchers are trying to crack to make 6G a reality. All right, the second key technology, it's basically about giving the network a brain. See, with older networks, AI was kind of bolted on after the fact, but with 6G, it's being designed from the ground up with artificial intelligence built right into its core. This makes it possible to have what they call a self-organizing network. And what that means, that AI integration, is that the network itself becomes intelligent. It can actually predict network traffic jams and potential equipment failures before they even happen. It can optimize its own resources on the fly and even automatically reconfigure itself or heal itself from problems, all without a human being ever having to touch a keyboard. It's pretty amazing.
But look, let's be real. None of this is going to be easy. Not at all. Building this 6G future is a massive, massive project, and there are some serious technical hurdles that engineers and researchers are trying to solve as we speak. And you can see here, the road to 6G is definitely not a smooth one. I mean, engineers have to solve some fundamental physics problems, right? Like, how do you handle those terahertz signals that get blocked by almost anything? They need to figure out how to manage interference across this super complex web of antennas, build totally new hardware for all of our devices, and oh yeah, on top of all that, they've got to make this new network secure from a whole new generation of threats. So, yeah, lots to do.
So, why should we care about all this? What's the big deal? Well, the vision for 6G is about so much more than just getting faster downloads on your phone. It's really about laying a whole new digital foundation that could fundamentally change how our society works, everything from healthcare to industry. Let's just look at healthcare, for example. I think this quote here really says it all. With 6G, you've got the potential for constant health monitoring, for super complex remote surgeries. It could completely get rid of geography as a barrier. You could get expert medical care no matter where you live. And what this really shows is the story of how things have evolved. 4G was all about getting people connected to the internet on their phones, mobile broadband. 5G is about connecting things, the whole Internet of Things. But 6G is about creating one single, integrated, intelligent network that just weaves together people, things, and AI into one seamless fabric. A huge part of making that fabric work is building a truly unified network. That means blending our regular cell towers on the ground with networks in the air from drones and even with global satellite systems. The end goal is just connectivity everywhere. High-speed, seamless connectivity, whether you're in the middle of a crowded city, on an airplane, or out in the middle of nowhere. Which really brings us to the big final question, right? 6G isn't just another upgrade. It's the key that could unlock a completely different kind of world. When every single object, every process, every person is intelligently connected, how is that going to redefine everything? Our world, our lives? It's a future we're really only just starting to imagine. So if you found this deep dive into 6G as fascinating as I did, and you want to keep exploring the kinds of technologies that are shaping our future, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for a lot more explainers just like this one. Thanks for hanging out with me.